Welcome to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The Mitsubishi 3.8 Mivec petrol engine code 6G75, is a naturally aspirated V6 engine, part of Mitsubishi's larger 6G7 V6 engine family, which has been around since the 1980s. The 3.8L variant, particularly with Mivec, Mitsubishi Innovative Valve Timing Electronic Control, was used in larger Mitsubishi vehicles, most notably the Mitsubishi Pajero/Shogun, Montero, and the Mitsubishi Eclipse GT, 4th generation. It was designed to provide strong power and torque for heavier vehicles and a smoother, more refined driving experience compared to inline-4 engines. Here's a detailed review. Reviews and opinions. Performance. Generally well regarded for its robust power delivery, especially in the context of large SUVs or sporty coupes like the Eclipse GT. It provides good acceleration and ample torque for highway cruising, overtaking, and off-road applications in the Pajero. Outputs typically range from 215 horsepower, 160 kilowatts, to 275 horsepower, 205 kilowatts, and 339 newton-meters to 393 newton-meters of torque, depending on the specific application and tune. Owners often describe it as powerful and responsive. Refinement. As a V6, it's inherently smoother and more refined than a four-cylinder engine. It generally operates quietly at cruising speeds, though it can produce a distinct, throaty sound when revved hard, which is appreciated by some for its V6 character. Reliability. The 6G7 engine family, including the 3.8 Mivec, has a reputation for being very reliable and durable with proper maintenance. Many owners report high mileage without major engine issues, often praising its robust construction. It's considered a workhorse engine. Suitability. It was well suited for the heavier Pajero, providing the necessary grunt for off-roading and towing, and gave the Eclipse GT a powerful, muscular feel, especially for its segment. Advantages. Strong power and torque. Delivers ample power and torque, making it suitable for larger vehicles, towing, and offering decent acceleration. Smooth V6 operation. Being a V6, it's inherently smoother and generally more refined than equivalent four-cylinder engines, contributing to a more comfortable driving experience. Proven reliability. The 6G7 family has a long history of being robust and dependable, and the 3.8 Mivec continues this trend when properly maintained. No DPF/EGR issues. As a naturally aspirated petrol engine, it avoids the complexities and potential problems, like clogging, associated with diesel particulate filters, DPF, and exhaust gas recirculation, EGR, systems found in modern diesels. Good for heavier vehicles. The larger displacement and V6 configuration make it well-suited for SUVs like the Pajero, providing confident performance even when loaded. Disadvantages. Fuel consumption. This is arguably its biggest drawback. Being a large, naturally aspirated V6, the 3.8 Mivec can be quite thirsty, especially in heavier vehicles or during aggressive driving. Fuel costs can be significant. Emissions and modern standards. While reliable, its design predates stricter modern emissions regulations, and it may not be as environmentally friendly or fuel efficient as newer, smaller turbocharged petrol engines or more advanced diesel engines. Maintenance for V6. While reliable, V6 engines can sometimes be more complex to work on than inline-4 engines due to tighter packaging in the engine bay. Timing belt. Specific to 6G75, unlike some newer Mitsubishi engines that use timing chains, the 6G75 uses a timing belt, which requires periodic replacement. See timing section below, and additional maintenance cost. Faults and breakdowns. The 3.8 Mivec 6G75 is generally a solid engine. Common faults are typically related to general wear and tear or maintenance neglect rather than inherent design flaws. Timing belt replacement. As it uses a timing belt, neglecting its replacement interval can lead to catastrophic engine damage if the belt breaks. Oil leaks. As with many older engines, oil leaks from valve covers, oil pan gaskets, or front/rear main seals can develop over time, particularly at higher mileages. Spark plugs/ignition coils. Regular maintenance items that, if neglected, can lead to misfires, rough idling, and reduced power. Oxygen sensors. Degradation of oxygen sensors can affect fuel economy and engine performance, and trigger check engine lights. Crankshaft pulley/harmonic balancer. The rubber isolator in the harmonic balancer can degrade over time, leading to vibrations or the pulley separating, which can affect accessory drive belts. Mivec actuator issues. Rare while Mivec is generally reliable. Like any variable valve timing system, components like the oil control valve or VVT actuator could potentially fail, leading to rough running or reduced performance. However, this is not a widespread common issue. Fuel consumption. Fuel consumption for the 3.8 Mivec V6 can be substantial, especially in heavier vehicles like the Pajero. For Mitsubishi Pajero/Shogun 3.8 Mivec, approximate 250 horsepower. Official combined figures often hovered around 13.5 to 14.0 L/100 km, approximate 16.8 to 17.4 miles per gallon US/20.2 to 20.9 miles per gallon imperial. Urban consumption can be quite high, often in the range of 17.0 to 19.0 L/100 km, approximate 12.4 to 13.8 miles per gallon US/14.9 to 16.6 miles per gallon imperial. Highway consumption, better, usually around 10.0 to 12.0 L/100 km, approximate 19.6 to 23.5 miles per gallon US/23.5 to 28.2 miles per gallon imperial. Real-world consumption will vary greatly with driving style. Owners often report averages between 12 to 15 L/100 km for mixed driving in the Pajero, and slightly better in lighter vehicles like the Eclipse. Timing. The Mitsubishi 3.8 Mivec engine, 6G75, uses a timing belt. This is a critical component that requires periodic replacement. The typical recommended replacement interval for the timing belt on the 6G75 engine is around 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles, or every 5 years, whichever comes first. It is crucial to adhere to this schedule, as a broken timing belt can cause extensive and costly damage to the engine, e.g., bent valves hitting pistons. This service often involves replacing the timing belt, tensioners, idler pulleys, and often the water pump as well, due to its accessibility during the timing belt service. Oil. For the Mitsubishi 3.8 Mivec 6G75 engine, the typical engine oil capacity is around 4.9 liters, approximate 5.2 U.S. quarts, with a filter change. Recommended oil viscosity grades commonly include SAE 5W 20, often specified for optimal fuel economy in some models. SAE 5W 30, a widely recommended choice for balanced performance and protection in various climates. SAE 10W 30 or SAE 10W 40 might be listed for warmer climates or older engines. It is essential to use engine oil that complies with Mitsubishi's specific quality standards, typically API SM, SN, or SP, and often ILSAC GF4, GF5, or GF6 for fuel efficiency. Always consult your vehicle's owner's manual for the most precise oil specifications and recommended service intervals, usually every 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers or yearly. Versions and history. The 3.8-liter V6 engine, specifically the 6G75, is part of Mitsubishi's long-running 6G7 engine family, Cyclone V6, which debuted in the mid-1980s. This family has seen various displacements and configurations: SOHC, DOHC, naturally aspirated, turbocharged. History of 6G75. The 3.8-liter, 3,828 cubic centimeters, 6G75 was introduced around 2003 to 2004. It was developed from the 3.5-liter 6G74, featuring a larger bore and stroke. The integration of Mivec variable valve timing typically on the intake side for this engine, was a key enhancement, improving both power and emissions. Key applications: Mitsubishi Pajero/Shogun/Montero, third and fourth generations. This was a primary application, providing strong performance for the full-size SUV. It was especially popular in markets where fuel economy was less of a concern. Mitsubishi Eclipse GT, fourth generation, 2006 to 2012, used as the high-performance engine option for the sports coupe and convertible. Mitsubishi Endeavor SUV also utilized this engine in the North American market. Mitsubishi Galant, ninth generation, North America, served as the top-tier engine option for this sedan. Power output variations. The 6G75 saw different power outputs depending on the vehicle and market tuning, typically ranging from 215 horsepower to 275 horsepower, often paired with a 4-speed or 5-speed automatic transmission. Later developments. While the 6G75 has been phased out of many newer models due to stricter emissions regulations and a shift towards smaller, turbocharged engines or hybrids, it remains a testament to Mitsubishi's expertise in durable, naturally aspirated V6 engines, especially for demanding applications like large SUVs. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.